Did you ever play Last of Us?
No,
Did you watch the show?
no, but I keep seeing it,
Oh, dude, it's
advertised. Is
fucking incredible.
is it good?
It is like one of those shows where it actually lives up to the hype. Like when everyone tells you, dude, you got to see it. It's so good. Like it's actually that good.
Okay,
It's definitely worth watching.
all right,
Can't stop
I'll
thinking
give it
about
a.
it. I love it. All right, just gonna fire up the stream. All right, welcome everyone. We're live. Zenith Online Racing. Uh, our big here, going for Tier 1, Round 2, Season 9. We're in Spa-Francorchamps, Belgian Grand Prix. I am joined by my good friend once again, reunited at last. It's been so long. GP Colin.
How's it going?
How you doing? GP
Good.
GP getting over a flu here, so he's probably on the better end of it, but still not quite out of it, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's again, I don't feel too bad. It's just I get really tired really easy. So, uh,
Okay.
but I can have a little bit of whiskey. That'll help me sleep.
Yeah, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
grown up NyQuil.
hey, what was that? T Money reset the track.
Hmm.
He
Was
come
he a
out of the
spot where
pits.
it would have been like I wonder if he did it because he would have got disqualified or something.
Yeah, it might have been because he spun at the pit exit and he was
Yeah,
pointing the wrong way. So
that's a
yeah,
smart move actually.
you can get disqualified. That happened to me before. So yeah.
Yeah. I think technically we would penalize that, but I I personally don't think we should penalize a driver for keeping himself in contention
Right.
when it's a situation like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't going to
It's
help him get around the
circumstantial.
track.
Right.
It's not like he was racing back to the pits or anything like that. So,
Exactly, yeah. So, oh, it is raining. I was just
ooh,
gonna say, it looks like the weather might be an issue, and the hesitation with everybody coming out of the pits so slowly. I was wondering if everybody was trying to get a wet setup in or something like that to prepare for the race, and here we are. You see now the raindrops coming down. DRS disabled already, so they're, you know, I
two
don't.
two drivers on inners.
Yeah,
Re-
so here's the thing, like in these conditions, is a soft like the people with the soft tires, are they gonna have the advantage here while the track's not fully wet, or is it like I mean they've got spray already.
Yeah.
It's already spray, so I would think you gotta
Jeez.
go in the pits. Like you're not the people on the inters are gonna get the better runs here because they're gonna be so early, right?
Yeah,
And you see the
I guess.
hydroplaning.
Yeah, T Money's coming in. I was
Yeah,
I was wondering if maybe give it a go because there's still plenty of time.
it's a long lap though.
Yeah.
Long lap to be out there ice skating, and you can see there's
Ooh.
Lunar.
Yeah,
Lunar,
he's.
he has
Oh.
no control right now. I was gonna say though, like if you get on the inters early, and the rain gets heavier, you might it might like the
Yeah.
guys like Vinny and Grim that are on their out laps right now. They might get the best runs of the night here and be on pole by a fair margin.
Yeah.
So it could go the other way too, though.
Yeah.
That
Could dry up.
well, it could be with no rubber, a bad time to lay a lap. Like maybe the guys that come out, towards the end of this group of cars are the ones that get the best benefit. So see how that pans out. Vinny got a yellow flag. I think that might be Asylum on the softs. It is. He's struggling, trying to get himself back around. Anybody out there on softs right now still is putting themselves at big risk
I,
here.
yeah, I believe that Grimm is the first one on the inters, about ready to start his lap. Coming through the bus stop chicane here.
Okay. Jump to Grim.
Oh, T-Brum set a time on the softs. 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
I'm just gonna tweak this just a touch. Just the audio.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's Grim. Barreling
Grim,
up the hill there.
yeah, he really had to get off the throttle. Dropped it into 7th, got off the throttle going up the hill.
Yeah. The thing is, like, it's probably not going to be any drier through there the rest of the session, right? So.
Probably not. Would you consider this a track that dries quickly?
No,
Because there are a lot, it's not really a flat track, I mean, there's a lot of pitch and slope and.
I think we're giving him too much credit, though. Honestly, giving this game too much credit. I would say that, atmospherically as well. Like, I don't think it would dry quickly because of the nature of the circuit.
Mm-hmm.
It's always cool and damp there compared to, say like Texas or something like that.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I don't know that like sort of like an Austria type where like it might stay damp. In Canada actually it happened.
Yeah, that.
It was so cold and damp on the qualifying day, like it just even when it stopped raining, it was just not drying at all.
Oh, the real race.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, when we were there, yeah. I remember George tried the softs and hydroplaned, but it hadn't been raining for a bit, and it was like, oh yeah, but it's like, okay, some tracks, yeah, maybe it would have started to dry a bit, but not in these circumstances.
We got Grim, provisional pole.
T-Brum, I just jumped on board with him, and he is ice skating out there. His car is very unstable, but he does have a lap time on the board. I don't think it's going to be representative, though, if you look at what Grim has done. We got Vinny as well. So Vinny getting a lap in here. Yeah, it hasn't gone red, so it's going to count. Probably more important than anything at this point is just get a lap on the board that counts.
Absolutely.
I mean, you really don't have backup runs here. So I think getting that banker lap in on your first run is really important because the next time you go out is your last chance. You can't afford to push too hard. And yeah, Sam, I think, had an incident at Radion there. You can see on the map.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not one of those situations where you can push too hard on your first run and not get something on the board. Then you've got way too much pressure on yourself. Vinny with a good lap time though, so not far off Grim, relatively speaking. But yeah, there's a lot of cars that need to get times up. Oh, there goes Jinnit to the top. So Jinnit puts in a real impressive lap there, well after Grim, but probably still with the same track conditions. It's just are things going to get worse or better from here? That's the real question. I think the next run will be the true statement. Everybody will be dealing with the same conditions on their second run. I will say it looks like it is getting heavier, the rain.
I agree.
It is coming straight down, and I would say that.
There goes Mario World.
Yeah,
to the top.
I'm on board with Slasher right now, and he definitely looks like he is. It looks like he's got some pretty good grip right now, but I will say, yeah, the rain does look like it's coming down harder, and I would imagine that means the track will be wetter by the end of qualifying. Doesn't appear to be struggling yet. Oh, Rex, yeah, let me get you in. I just opened the stream. you see Rex on?
Whoa, T-Money. Oh, saved it. So Slasher was quickest second sector.
Sorry, I'm just looking for Rex. He said he can join now. I'll get him in here.
Slasher's got a pretty good time going here. If you can get out of there quickly. Oh, P3. Wow, it is tough out there.
Sorry, I got stuck on the guy for too long there. The Mogless is saying restart lobby.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, he said it's effed, but he's the only person dropping in and out, is he not?
Sam, Asylum, and Sayed have dropped.
Oh, have they?
At least.
No, they're out. I don't think that they've dropped. Like, Samoglus is dropping, like, leaving and joining, leaving and joining.
Gotcha. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to be resetting. Jinnett's up on his time. Will he improve enough? And oh, pretty tight top three there. Just over 0.2 of a second.
Everything seems fine otherwise, right? I think it's just Samoglus.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are still out on.
Like, we can't, like, we can't redo qualifying because of one guy.
Right.
I think the only thing we could do is maybe reset the grid, try and make a new lobby for the race. But
yeah, if the lobby's not glitched, then
exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's just Samoglus's connection or whatever at this stage. I don't really know what to say. Like, it's not desync, you know what I mean? Like, he can't even stay in the lobby. Like if we knew he was desync, because he'd be like, oh, I thought I was first. Why is everyone slow? And be like, oh, dude, you're not in the same thing. That's like alternate dimensions in a video game. So we got Rex out here now.
Yeah, he's got a good lap here.
This looks like it will be competitive, yeah.
Oh!
There's a tire in the middle of the track, too, so you're not the only one. It's still a decent time, honestly.
Yeah, he crossed you sideways, I think.
Yeah. This will be an interesting race, though, if it's like this at the start. It looks like the rain's slowing now. Looks like it's getting lighter.
Well, it's not ponding or anything like that, so...
No.
That's good. Only 3.5 minutes left in quali. Hopefully I don't mind rain in the race. I just know how much it sucks being the driver. I mean, as a viewer, it
Yeah.
makes for exciting racing. Just not quite as much fun as the driver, unless you're Max Verstappen.
It's definitely tougher. It's more challenging. It also makes the race slower. We like to be done early around here.
It was, we finished tier 2, I think it was just shy of 10 after 9.
Yeah.
And I know you guys finished early too on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Or fairly
like
early?
9:15, I think. I think the reduced safety car might actually be working this season.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think I've seen I saw one actually, and it
We
was a
did.
pretty legit one.
Tier 2 didn't have any, not even a VSC.
Huh.
Let's see, who's first?
I've been really bad on qualifying tonight. I keep following cars that aren't on flyers. I just keep getting distracted and not changing.
I think Slasher will be our first driver. Oh, who's coming by him? Is that T-Money?
Yeah, I got T-Money here. I'm on board with him. Check his lap out. He needs a good one here. He doesn't even have one on the board at the moment.
It doesn't look too bad. Good enough for P6.
It's drying up. It stopped raining. So nobody's got a set of softs on, and there's no way you could put them on now. So
No. Yeah, there's just no time.
good lap for Carson. T-Money's got himself into 6, not too shabby. T-Brim now is coming through Blanchimont. See if he can get himself into that top 8 there.
Slasher with only a slight improvement in the first sector, only 900ths.
Oh wow, T-Brim.
T-Brim.
Up to the top.
Goodness gracious.
It's that aerodynamic dorsal fin on the top of his helmet. That like goldfish helmet they have. There's a view. Left shoulder of Lunar going up Radion. Crest over the hill. Beautiful shot. Ride with Lunar. P4 currently. He's been sweating time trial. He's determined to get some good results. See if he can deliver here in qualifying. He's definitely feeling motivated.
So Slasher through sector 2 is 9/10 up on his time, which would bring him up a spot anyways. And he's got somebody in front of him here. Hopefully it doesn't distract him. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, T-Money. I think that was T-Money.
Janet's got the flag, Zamoglis checkered flag.
Grim up 8/10, 9/10. You could move up a couple spots, yeah. 1. Is T-Brim going to set another lap? He's up on his time from the previous. Yeah, he's going. I think he's going to improve on his time. Yeah.
Lunar into second. There we go. Team Mercedes looking strong again. There's Mario World up 8/10, it says. So that would put him pretty close to Lunar. Definitely some good traction out of the corner there.
Yeah, he did.
There's
Yeah.
an improvement. Yeah, big improvement. A lot of guys are probably finding a lot of pace in that exit of that final corner right now with the rain having stopped in this part of the track. That's
So
it.
Ferrari split the Mercedes.
That's good news.
Yeah, what you'd expect to see. 4.5 seconds from first to 11th. Indicative of a rain qualification. Now, Say, Sam, and Asylum, they didn't set a time. Did I miss
They all
something?
crashed, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. That flu's getting to you, huh?
Jesus.
Or is it the whiskey?
It's probably both.
Yeah, the combination. Yes, sir.
Oh, looks like we're going to have a sunny start anyhow.
Brain. It's just a foggy brain when you're going through an illness like that. Yeah, and I still haven't got COVID somehow either, so.
Yeah, me either. I thought I would. I thought I had it. Tested
Never
twice, nothing.
Surprising.
Yeah, so
Last
you
time
and
I
I
got
guess.
sick, I thought the same thing, but I also tested negative. I also did the PCR test, like where the nurses do it for you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
That came back
it was
negative?
So yeah, that was like a year. That was the last December.
No,
So I was like, okay, well then, you know, like I think the home testing can be a little inaccurate. So I think a lot of people probably got sick, tested, and went, oh, it's negative. But it might, I don't know, maybe it is. You know what I mean? Like if I get sick and I test myself and it's negative, I'm gonna be like, it's probably COVID. It probably is. Probably.
My wife got it, and I didn't catch it from her.
When?
She got it last
Really?
fall, I'm trying to recall exactly when that was. She went away with her sisters. I think it was early fall, I believe.
Interesting. So maybe you are, maybe you're like me, you're immune to it.
I got the super immunity. She started feeling sick. She was going to Foxwoods with her sisters, and she started feeling sick.
Like a mall?
That's a casino in Connecticut.
Okay.
And so she started feeling sick. She tested like 2 or 3 times before she left. Everything was fine. She brought a test with her. When they got to fucking the casino, she tested again, and she tested positive. And I think 2 of her sisters got it from her while they were there.
That is interesting. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if I'm immune to it. Obviously, I got my vaccine and stuff, so I mean, you could put part of the explanation onto that, but like at the same time, like, you know, it also hasn't stopped like 90% of people that are vaccinated from catching it too. So it's very strange. I just don't know how I haven't got it, because it's probably the lack of socialization for me.
Perhaps,
I
yeah.
just don't really see too many people other than at work, but if I see people at work, it's very brief, right? It's like, hey, how are you? Here's your package. See you later.
Yeah. Well, I'd read an article where if you had all your shots, vaccines, and the boosters, and then you got COVID, you could develop what they were calling super immunity. It was like fucking 2,000% better. Yeah, it was, one was 2,000, one said 1,000%. It's like, holy shit.
If you But here's the thing, though. You could get it and not know you have it. And
Exactly.
you've also got the vaccine. So now your body has. Do you ever have those mornings where you wake up and you feel a little off, and then like you kind of just get yourself going, and all of a sudden you're fine again? It's like I wonder if those are the days where it was like, oh, that was COVID, but you brushed it off so easy, you didn't think twice about it, right?
Yeah, it's entirely possible. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, we could have both had it, but the symptoms were so mild that we probably never even thought to. I mean, I never checked other than this last
Yeah,
week and a half ago.
yeah. I have three or four boxes of rapid tests that like the government was handing out for free at the grocery store, rapid tests, and I was like, oh, I'll keep grabbing them every time I see them just to make sure I'm good.
Why not?
I haven't even opened any of them. Like I haven't even been like, geez, I feel like I'm kind of got COVID. I should check. I haven't even been sick. Like not even the sniffles or anything.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of lucky. I mean, you say you don't see a lot of people, but you actually do pass a lot of people. You're going in and out of
Exactly.
places all the time, so you may not be
And I
there for
wonder,
long, but
but I do wonder if that is actually benefiting me, where it's like you're being mildly exposed many times, and your body just keeps figuring it out, right? Anyways, it's been an interesting
we got a race
formation
here.
lap. But really, yeah, we're going racing. This isn't science class, so we'll get back to the action. The grid forming. I can see a little stuttering there on the formation lap. Hopefully that
I did
sorts
too.
itself out. Yeah, it did not look good to me. T-room, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Mario World on the mediums could be a dark horse here to run away at the beginning. I mean, everyone else is on hards, telling them to T-money in 8th, so let's get these lights fired up. 3, 4, 5 lights are on. And it's round 2 of Tier 1, Season 9. We're racing in Belgium. And Mario World getting that second phase going. He's got the grip around the outside. And it looks like he might have a decent run here.
Everybody
It's
got
not quite
through.
close enough yet. Yeah, everybody is through clean. Rex, and we got a few cars close to one another here coming up Radion. We'll get back to the front shortly. Make sure everybody gets through here clean. There we go. Good racing from everybody back here. Look at this. 3 abreast.
Rex splitting
And
them.
there it is. Rex right down the middle. Oh, he goes too deep.
Oh,
Oh, he's just a little too deep. He did well to recover that, though. He didn't lose much.
y-
He's right there still, so.
yeah. He did
But,
the smart thing too. He didn't try to,
yeah,
bring it back onto the track right away.
exactly. Get that telemetry off. I don't like the telemetry on during the race. I feel like it's unnecessary. Especially for the broadcast, like we want to declutter the screen if we can.
Right.
Yeah, we'll say this is the worst crossplays look to me so far, and Zamagos is having all those issues.
So this is exciting here because Rex and Mario World are able to stick with T-Brim right now.
hmm
He was lucky to come out of there still in first.
Yeah, honestly, Mario World, it just has the grip advantage right now. He needs to capitalize on this. He can't afford to sit behind T-Brim. He does seem quicker on these mediums, and he needs to take advantage.
Really surprised to see that many drivers on the hards to start. Not that I think it's a bad thing. It's just I can't believe that so many in the top 10 did.
Janet's giving people grief in the chat there, telling Slasher not to take it easy into turn 1. Don't repeat last week. This is probably the track to not take it easy in turn 1 because it's so fucking wide. So much room there. Mario is really having a look. It's really in the cornering where the mediums are showing up.
If he can stay with him until we get the DRS, and it looks like he will be able to do that, he
Yeah,
might be able
he's
to pull away.
pushing T-Brim along right now. See that jittering with T-Brim again a little bit.
Terrible camera.
Say is putting some pressure on Jinnit, who is pressuring Grim as well. There goes Mario. We're on the outside through Blanchimont. Oh, that's ballsy. Really ballsy. He deserves that. Got that overtake done. He's gonna give away the DRS though right when it activates.
Yeah.
It might not matter though now that he's out front.
You know, I would have probably have waited, because he would have had at least half a lap of being able to distance himself from T-Brim.
Yeah.
Now he's got to fight him off. You know, T-Brim's going to get the DRS now, so. And he might lose 2 positions here if he's not careful.
Well, Mario hangs on, so this is his chance
Well
to get
done.
away now. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
I think Rex putting the pressure on T-Brim is good as well. What happened to Lunar on the start?
I don't know, but he's falling backwards.
Yeah, he qualified.
I don't see any damage.
Qualified like second or third. I think he started third actually. What if he just got squeezed out on the start? Sorry, I just took my headphones off for a second. Did you say something?
So no, I did not. I'm watching T Money here. He's we got a good set of cars here from P7 back.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's there's a nice big train forming there, and then we got a really good battle with Jinnit and Seiya going on too. Or sorry, Seiya and Grim. Jinnit also in the mix here. Seiya getting a look down the inside. He's got that DRS, and it looks like he's going to get this done. Taking that inside line. And he sweeps across. Oof, yeah, Grim.
Plenty of room. Well, I mean, it wasn't as close as it could have been.
Mm-hmm. Grim is going to get a really nice run up the hill. And here comes Rex. This is really good news for Mario. This is exactly what he needs. I would say T-Brim.
Grim makes the move.
Probably the quickest guy out there right now, but he's not, you know, he's in third, so that's good news if you're trying to run an alternate strategy and make some inroads, right?
Yep. So I think that the mediums can go, I think, depending on the driver and their tire wear, they're going to go 9 to 11 laps. 11 laps, there might only be 1 or 2 that do it or try it, but 9, 10 is probably when you'll see guys getting off these mediums.
Yeah. What's the status on Zamoglis there? Is he actually in the car?
I don't know. I think so, yeah.
Racing? Like maybe
he's not ghosted.
When we moved.
And he's trying to put a move on Carsonic.
Okay, so maybe it's okay. Maybe it was just like the quality session was a bad connection for him, but now he's got it stabilized, so I mean, as long as he's able to race and he's enjoying himself, that's all we can ask for, because we didn't really know how to help him earlier.
Yeah. I'm sure Carson would prefer it if he would drop right now.
Yeah, he'd prefer that his connection drop.
Lunar almost spinned it.
Seiya having a look again. I think Seiya going to try and make sure he's got the DRS for the run up the hill. No, he's got the lead again. Or not the lead, but he's ahead again. Comes Grim again. Seiya looking to squeeze him out here. Late braking down the inside. They're wheel to wheel. Grim does a really nice job getting that move done. Say
Wow.
fighting it hard, but I think Grimm's got this.
Oh,
Oh no, it looks like Say is going to hang
Say's
on.
he's got the
Still
inside
wheel to
position.
wheel these two. Beautiful racing. And there's hardly anything between them.
Yikes.
Yeah, Say had the better line there. It's a tricky place to take the inside line, and let's open the door for Jinnit to make a move. You know, he's on the outside. You know, Jinnit runs a little wide. Jinnit off the track there to make the move. He could be considered off the track. Did he exceed track limits to gain an advantage? I suppose you could argue that he was pushed there by Grimm. I think Grimm left him enough room, but
Yeah, that's a tough
it's not
high-speed corner. It's easy
exactly.
to drift.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Not to say that Jinnit's doing anything intentionally dirty, but you know, probably trying to leave extra space just to be safe, and ends up going off track. Obviously, he doesn't want to lift though.
No.
I think he probably would get away with that. Like if that was stewarded, I don't think the stewards would say like, yeah, like it's not like it's egregious or anything. He's just wheel-to-wheel racing, and probably, like technically, he probably could have stayed on the track. But if he did, who's to say that he doesn't make contact, right?
Right.
Which would be far worse in that corner.
Well, we know that Jinnit's got very broad shoulders, and his elbows stick out even further. So
an odd-shaped man.
he's tough to get around.
Yeah, no doubt. He's tough to stop too. I mean,
Yeah.
if he wants to get by, he's probably going to get by. But yeah, no, I don't think. Like, I don't know, if that landed on my desk in the steward's office, I'd be like, come on, guys.
Yeah,
We're not really looking at this, are we? Like,
I didn't see anything really bad with that at all.
no. It'd be different if he like missed a corner, like went over the runoff and then ended up in front, right?
Right. And to be honest, I think that there was still room for Grimm to come back onto the track.
I love the Say Jinnit rivalry. You know, like last season they were. It was like, I feel like there was like some general animosity there, but by the end of the season they both had like a mutual respect for one another because man, they race each other so hard. And I think at this season now it's become like, you know, there's sort of like I would say like the Verstappen-Leclerc rivalry. Like they race hard and clean. It's not like the Hamilton-Verstappen rivalry where it's like, really, they hit each other again.
Well, that's really a huge part of the fun, racing hard. The important part.
Going around, that's T-money.
Yeah,
He got away without damage.
Yeah, he appears to be okay. Yeah, hard racing, but the clean part is really where you earn respect of other drivers if they feel like they can race you hard and they don't have to worry that you might take them out because you're reckless or whatnot. I mean, that's really where the fun is.
So, interestingly, I was going to say, looks like Say doing a little bit of work here to try and get Jinnit away from him. Just as I was about to point it out, though, Jinnit's gone back into the DRS range, so...
So Mario World has not really been able to extend his lead, and his tires are probably more than halfway. He's probably close to 40% wear at this point.
Yeah, I think he's going to be much better off than any other medium runner, but as far as the hard runners go, he's going to be in a tricky position here. Seabram's dropped, so I was going to say he's racked up a few penalties already as well.
That sucks.
Asylum pressured Grimm here. But the other thing is Jinnit doesn't have penalties again, so... Oh, Carson really late in the braking zone there and nearly into the back of the Ferrari. He had to move over to avoid the collision there, and there goes Samoglis with a bit of a moment, dropping a few spots there.
Does it appear to be clouding up.
It does, yeah. Good point. A little overcast kind of thing right now. There's still a shadow from the sun you can see beside the car, but
Not quite as
definitely
bright.
getting a little cloudy for sure.
So Rex now has shaved half a second off Mario World in that half a lap. Either Mario World
Yeah.
is trying to be careful on his tires, or they're really starting to give up on him.
I would imagine they're probably on the wrong side of 8 laps. If you do the quick math there for the tires, the hard's 14, the medium's 8. Seems about right. So I would say, yeah, they're probably getting pretty close to cooked for Mario World, and Rex is going to have to turn it up a little bit, put some pressure on Mario, make him burn those tires up a bit more. I think pitting a lap or two early in this race of all of them is probably the biggest.
There goes Sam. Sam spun coming out of whatever turn that is.
Yeah, he's got himself turned around fairly quickly though. Decent job there.
Lunar
Yeah, he's
almost.
pretty much
He almost collected Lunar.
lost all his ground. Vinny and Slasher sort of just running and praying for a safety car at this point.
Say with the fast lap. Now we got Zomoglis coming into the pits, so we got our first medium runner. Boxing, I'm assuming going to the hards.
I'd hope so.
Yep.
T-Brum being picked apart. AI T-Brum here.
Jeez, Rex is darn near. He's within DRS range right now.
Yeah. So
I think that Mario.
I don't know. Yeah, it might have been a bad decision, eh?
I think he's got to get off those tires.
Yeah. If you think about where he's going to come out, we're talking
Leader.
probably behind Sam, maybe ahead of Zomoglis. So I guess someone in clear air, because those guys on mediums will probably have to pit soon as well.
Yeah, Mario very tentative coming out of that, whatever turn that is.
Yeah. Silent and Grim going at it again.
And he is boxing, so Mario's coming in. Ooh! Almost collected the pit wall there.
Silent stays out. Now, what do you think about, say Mario's in clear air, which he probably isn't going to be. Oh, yeah.
He is, yeah, he's nearly 3 seconds behind, and he's got to warm up those tires.
Almost a long haul undercut here. Like, he goes 3-4 laps on these fresh hards while these guys are stretching theirs out.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Good
did
point.
have the pace to run at the front. And, who's to say he doesn't undercut these hard guys who will be on quicker tires, but he might end up well ahead of them. Then they got to catch him and get by.
Yep.
So that's an interesting storyline to watch. So keep an eye on Mario. It's going to be really dependent on how quickly he gets by the cars in front of him. And I suppose once he's by T-Brum, he's pretty much in clear air. T-Brum's still not back, so that should be a pretty easy overtake. Shouldn't be held up at all. And then, yeah, he's got 5 seconds of clear air. So, yeah, his strategy didn't look good, and I kind of didn't think about the whole, like, when he's got the fresh hards phase and he's able to be faster than everyone in front of him.
Right. No,
That
you
is
bring up an
unreal.
interesting point there. I really wasn't thinking about that either.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're the only one doing it, right? Because everybody else started on hards,
Yep.
it might actually work because there's no other competition. Like he's the fastest of the guys that are already on new tires.
So Lunar got DQ'd, parking in a dangerous spot.
Yeah.
Where was
Did he
that?
spin in the pit lane?
I don't know.
I wonder.
He may have. Well, I don't know. Well, that's a bummer. So Jin's got like 6% battery life right now. Chasing Seiya, who is a marvel with the... He's always got good battery life. He's at 48%. And
Also, 3 seconds in penalty. Seagram has 6. Seagram also not back yet, so I would. His race is pretty much ruined now.
yeah, I wonder if he's running off Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Is that a typical scenario for somebody running on Wi-Fi? Because
No.
no.
I would think they'd be dropping in and out, like with interference or something like that. Like for him to not have made it back, he's either stuck and can't get back in, or his, like maybe his power's out or his internet's actually down and there's just nothing he can do about it, right?
Right. Yep.
Like, of course, that does happen sometimes. We do see guys drop that just have connection issues, but they're still online, kind of thing. Yeah. I'm just looking at the leader gap here. Right now, Mario within 16 seconds of Rex, so I don't think a pit stop's any shorter than 23 seconds here. I would say maybe 20 seconds for a pit stop here.
Yeah, it's not a very long pit.
No, so
Just
even
for the
at
sake.
20,
Right.
Mario's 3 seconds ahead.
Yep. And
If it's
Seiya.
17, he's still ahead. But I don't think it's 17. So.
Say not enough room. So Rex has got company up front there with him. Mario's made up about what almost 2 seconds maybe since he's come back out on these 2 laps. He's only 3.5 behind Carson now. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, so he's 15 seconds behind now. Behind the leader. Excuse me. So Silem is the second guy to come in off the mediums. Actually, Zamoglis already did too. Oh, geez, T-Money as well. My bad. Say he's a little bit closer this time. Plenty of battery life.
Sam making a move. T-Room, yeah, he's still not back. I say, Sam looking quick on those old mediums.
Alright, say should have him. DRS, ERS. Rex has got some tremendous straight line speed. I don't know if Say I couldn't do it.
Back in. Rex running the low wing setup. So Rex has struggled to start the season. Obviously, this season very new, but he has struggled to start the season. Definitely the pace is there, and he's had a little bit inconsistency, some mistakes cost him.
Excuse me.
Looks like he is in a position now to potentially win this race, especially with that penalty that CAA's got. But he's definitely in a position to win this race. It's just a matter of if he can actually complete it. Oh, big moment for CAA there. A little snap on the exit, and that's going to bring him right to the fringe of the DRS range. I guess he's got the battery to bail him out of stuff like that, eh?
Yeah, he's got tremendous. Ooh, who spun? Sam spun.
Sam having a rough go down there.
And all right, Rex is boxing after 12 laps, and so is Jin.
The undercut to the medium, I think, is a strong play. The medium's probably working really well within the first few corners, so I think that works really nice for guys that are trying to get an advantage over the direct competition. Mario should be easily in front of these guys here. Rex just coming down the exit now. What are we looking at? A 6-second gap by the time they get up to speed. How about 4.5? 4.5. Jinnit on the fresh. I mean, Jinnit's really, again, like he does every week, just out of nowhere, back. All of a sudden, he's a contender for a win. Just quiet, steady strategy, good, clean racing, and here he is again in the perfect spot to capitalize.
And I can remember, geez, going back maybe 5-6 seasons ago, Jinnit would be one of the guys that was racking up, 12 seconds in penalties. And the last 2-3 seasons, he has not been that guy. He's really cleaned it up big time.
Yeah, I think he realized how much those penalties were hurting him. He's found a way to toe that line between the pace and exceeding the track limits, and really honed his craft. I mean, that's why he was champion last season, no assists champion. So he's racing guys with assists this season, and he's still putting up stellar performances. So yeah, definitely one of the top drivers in the tier for sure. It's never strong in quali, but you put him in the race, and he's always going to be contending for a podium.
So Sei's getting off his the hard's getting onto the mediums. I think he is. We just got 2 drivers left yet to pit. Tibram, who probably won't be doing that.
This is great for Mario. If Jinnit is able to put pressure on Rex and keep him occupied. Now Sei in the mix.
Yeah, and Sei has gotten in between Rex.
Oh my, that is spicy. Now that is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, because Sei is going to take a lap before his tires really get up to temp. Mario might be able to stretch it out a little bit further. Oh, what happened to Sei? Never mind. Rex got by.
He was in front, but I imagine it was just the cold tires, not quite warmed up yet. Mario sweating now because that gap has come down, even though these guys are battling.
Yeah. Yeah, Mario. 3 guys behind him on fresh medium, says he's got 5-lap-old hard tires.
Yeah, and credit to Zamaglis. Frustrating start to the night. Sitting P5 right now on hard tires. Grim could be a problem, but I could also see Zamaglis holding Grim off and hanging on to that spot. So could be a good night for Zamaglis if he can keep it steady.
So P2, 3, and 4, that's really our closest battle on track here.
Yeah. On board with Jinnit right now. Get a nice view of Sei and Rex up the road. So Jinnit's going to be our rabbit camera for now. just starting to lose touch then, so
Yeah, and
let's
he's
get the
down to
broadcast.
3% on his battery.
We'll get the broadcast view of Say taking a look down the inside on the brakes. Can he get it done? No, he has to tuck back in. So has to wait another lap. Comes Grim. Pass Samoglis down the inside. Those fresh mediums, a problem. Samoglis, smartest thing for him right now, he's got a silent with a penalty on hards behind him. Samoglis just try to stay with Grim, pick up tow, pick up a slipstream, maybe get some cheap DRS. Focus on keeping that car behind you. Back on board with Jinnit here. Jinnit chasing down Seye, who's chasing down Rex. Rex trying to chip away at Mario's 3-second lead right now. Here's the thing, we know those mediums around lap 6, 7 weren't working great, so if Mario can maintain a 2-second gap up to that 4th or 5th lap on these mediums, he might be able to eke it out.
Well,
Get
Rex
your
is
interview notes prepared. start writing them down. See, Seye just smartly tucks himself in here to get the DRS. He probably could have had a look into that hairpin, but he backed off and made sure he was behind. Nope, not a great drive through Rouge there for Rex. He looked a little hesitant. And here comes Seye barreling down, DRS open, battery on, and he's ahead into the braking zone, and he does get the move done. He is in front, hanging on to it for the time being, and Rex has to tuck in. Now he's got to worry about Jinnit behind him. Seye carrying that time penalty though, so obviously these two will finish ahead as it stands. Getting really cloudy now.
Yeah.
No shadows left. I'd say like it could rain any moment.
Yeah, boy.
And like it's a long lap, so it'd be one of those things where you go like, there's only 2 laps left, and it's like, yeah, but it's like 15 kilometers.
Yeah, and you could have rain on part of the track and none on the other.
Yeah. So,
It could be
even
pouring.
the timing of the rain could be something that gives somebody a huge advantage.
It's incredible. Seye's got 60% battery life right now, and Rex behind him's at 14%. Jinnit's at
really
5.
good at managing that. I mean, he should start using it because he's got to get rid of that time penalty.
Well, they got it down to 1.7.
Zamagos picks up a penalty. He's still actually putting pressure on Grim.
The way this race is going, dare I say, well, we have 3 consecutive races without any incident reports.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
I've seen a thing. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a thing worth reporting tonight. That Jinnit running wide thing, in the grand scheme of things, really irrelevant. Like, Grim's nowhere near him, and I don't think that would even be worth. I can't see discussing that for more than a minute. And that's really the only thing. Even that would be, I would consider pretty tacky. Like, speaking of tacky, what did you think of that penalty last night?
Jesus. I agree with, I forget his name right now. But yeah, I don't think that should have been called. That was, I mean,
Olsen.
that just, yeah. I mean, that
Yeah, he
happens
said
all
I
the
don't think you
time.
should call that in that moment. Yeah.
No, I mean, it was just a
I
weak
agree.
call.
I look at the one on Smith-Schuster earlier in the game that was way more egregious that didn't
Yeah,
get called, and I'm like, well, I mean, that, Eagles going to stop there, and who knows what would have happened if they call that penalty, right?
yep, right.
I do think it was tacky, but for me, it was kind of like a two-faced thing. Like, he held him at the line, and it was like, okay, they let that go. And then when Schuster makes his turn to run upfield and he's still holding him, I think at that point the ref was like, okay, I can't pretend that you're not impeding him anymore, right?
Yep.
Now, the throw itself probably wasn't catchable anyway, but I think it's one of those things, you just wish it didn't happen and that the Chiefs defense had to close it out. That was a hell of a Super Bowl. Like, that was an incredible game, honestly. Just the back and forth, and Mahomes down 10 at half with a busted ankle and comes out there and gets it done anyway. Not gonna lie, I put $10 on it at halftime. Made some decent cash.
I think I saw a...
So you're breaking up like crazy right now.
How about now?
Sit tight. You sound a bit better, yeah.
Okay, I had my hand in front of the mic. Yeah, it is raining.
Oh, it is. Oh.
If Kansas City had scored a touchdown rather than that field goal, I would have won $400.
Did you have a spread?
No, I had squares. I needed a 2 and a 5. So they, oh wow, it is starting to rain pretty good here.
Yeah.
Guys are gonna have to be very careful.
I took the Chiefs money line at halftime at plus 360. I got Mahomes MVP at plus 500 at halftime. I put 10 on the Chiefs, 5 on Mahomes, and yeah, felt pretty good about it at the end, but it was just like, it was the same story at halftime when I made those picks that I was telling myself all week. It was like, you do not count this guy out. You don't count this guy out. You don't count this team out. Like, they're always capable of beating you. Like, it's not over until the clock's at 0 and you beat them.
Right.
And that's why, when you're getting plus 360 on the Chiefs, you're like, this isn't a stupid bet because it's the Chiefs. It's like Tom Brady, right? Like, Tom Brady with the Patriots. It's like, yeah, they're down 10 at halftime, but like, it's Tom Brady. Like, it's not a dumb bet to say that he's going to come pull this thing off.
Right. Some guy wagered $2.2 million on Philly to win and to cover. It would have paid out, I think it's at 4.2 mil.
At halftime you paid that?
I don't recall exactly when he made that bet. I think it was before the game.
It must have been pregame, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much even odds, right?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a point and a half, or something like that.
Longless all over Grim here, trying to get this move done on the final laps. We have a few to go. We got Slasher gone for the Inters. Worth a shot. I don't think it's wet enough yet for Inters, and now by the time
we might have a pass for first. Say, looking to get by Mario, and he should have this no problem.
That came out of nowhere. So those mediums
can he extend it by
paying off
3 seconds?
Yeah, because right now Mario still gets the win. DRS disabled.
Oh, you got lucky.
There's a couple cars near the pits right now. I think it'd be Sam.
Rex got a penalty.
And Vinny has made the pit entry. Is the 20 seconds loss in the pits worth it, though?
I would probably stay out. It's not raining that hard.
Right.
I mean,
we
these
saw
guys...
how quick when the DRS was disabled earlier, within half a lap, it was sliding in spray. I mean,
well, if I'm P1...
Who would, yeah. Like who's got the most to gain by pitting right now? I would say Rex maybe he's out of touch with a penalty. Maybe he puts the inters on, and you know, if things go real hairy out front, he could just slip right by these guys on the end, right?
It's possible. I just don't
He's
think
only going to lose one spot right now, and he's probably going to lose that spot to Jinnit anyway. You might as well pit. If I'm Rex, I'm pitting. Yeah, I don't think staying out was the move. He's the only person that could benefit, I think.
Yeah, I guess it really comes down to how they feel on how they feel the grip. Ooh, we got a second and a half now for Say.
Yeah.
Well, it's come back down just a little bit, but
oh, big moment! Oh, that's Samoglis out on the final lap. Unbelievable. Oh, unbelievable stuff. On the final lap, he was going to score points. The mixed conditions was a little too much for him.
So Mario just needs to bring it home. Doesn't need to do anything too crazy. Rex behind him's got 3 seconds. Say's got 3 seconds, so...
Yeah, just bring it home in that 3-second window and he's good to go. Jinnit will get Rex easy, but he will not get Mario or Say. So we won't get Mario anyway, but Say, I don't think he can get either, so... Everybody's starting to slip and slide a little bit. It's really just down to pure skill and feel at this point, because I don't think there's any actual grip out there at this stage.
1.9.
Oh, it's tight. The final exit is really what it's going to come down to. The medium's a huge advantage here. Say
oh wow, nice crash.
Yeah. So Say Mario takes it. And there goes Jinnit too on the crash? No, I thought Jinnit was going to crash too. So Mario wins his first race in Tier 1. Was he Tier 3 last season? That's incredible.
Yes, he was. Yeah, we couldn't touch him.
Incredible. Yeah, that's really good. Say takes P2. Jinnit will take 3rd. Rex is 4th. Grim is 5th. Carson is 6th. Asylum will bring it home in 7th.
Asylum? What happened to Asylum?
Wait, Asylum's out. So Asylum will not be 7th. Sam will pass him, I believe.
I missed that. Huh.
Yeah.
It must have just happened.
And Sam will finish 7th. Vinny will be 9th. Sorry, 8th. T-Brum will be 9th. And Slasher will get a point for hanging in there.
Look at the time.
Yeah, almost on schedule again, eh? No safety cars tonight, though, in a rain race. Well, semi.
Oh, Sam!
No way!
Vinny winner. Oh my God, Sam lost all those spots.
And Slasher, wow, Slasher. All the other guys had to lift because of Sam's moment. Slasher jumped them all.
Unbelievable. Oh, Sam finished 8th.
I was saying Slasher was just lucky to get a point because he hung in there. And remember I was saying he was having a miserable race and needs a safety car. The final corner, because he kept at it and kept working, gets, like, what, 4 points for that?
Sam, it showed me Sam finished 8th for 4.
Slasher has 7.
So that would be 6
Slasher
points.
Gets 6? Wow, yeah. Man, that's a nice haul. Like, Slasher, I feel like that would be like one of those races where, like, right until the final corner, I'd have been like, I can't believe I wasted my time doing this for 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get that extra bonus of 5 extra points. All right, so who do we got? Jinnit, Mario World,
and Say.
Let's get these guys in. Jinnit's on his PC, but I think he'll get on his PlayStation for the interview.
Rex got the extra point for the fastest lap. So let's see, that's 25, 18, 15, 12, 13 points for Rex. Yeah, so Sam's P8. Wow. Say I started.
You have Mario World on your
Yep.
rentals? Okay, can you send him an invite?
Where is he? Mario World. Okay. All right, well, I sent the invite out to Mario. Oh, you need me to get Say as well? Okay. There we go. We just need Mario, the winner. Yes, I did. Say is in here with us. We got Janet. I'll see if I can. Hey, let's see if I could send him another one. I probably can't. No, I can't. It says he's joined. Okay, Mario's in here. Great race, Janet. P3. And, no penalties tonight. What'd you do? How did you change your racing style? I mean, I was talking during the race that 4 or 5 seasons ago, you were always getting 8, 9, 12 penalty points seconds a race, and this last 2 seasons, you've really kept it really clean, and it's really helping you with the points. Okay. Okay, cool. So, all right, take us through your race. I forget where you started, but mm-hmm. Did you kind of just like try to pace yourself there towards the end of the race, last 4 or 5 laps, rather than trying to push to get more positions, or? Okay. Yep. Yep. Nice. Well, Bigger, you got any questions for Janet? Okay. Well, congratulations. Yeah. Bigger's comments on it all the time. You just not slow and steady, just steady, clean, no penalties. It's paying off big time. All right. Well, congratulations. I know it's time for you to go to bed. We'll see you, buddy. So now we go to Mr. Say Yay. Say Yay. How you doing? Oh, Say Yay. Oh, damn. Withdraw. Great race. Towards the end there, boy, you got it to 2 seconds. How hard were you pushing to try to cover your 3-second penalty over Mario. Oh, no kidding. You had a broken wing to finish the race? Oh, no shit. Oh, no kidding. Wow, great job. So how'd you feel throughout the course of the race? You know, were you ever down, thinking, "Oh, this ain't gonna work"? You know, given that you had the damage, or did it still feel really good? Um, oh, I forgot the question I had for you. My apologies. Jen, Bigger, you have anything to say? Well, well, I mean, you kept your wits about yourself, you know. I mean, that happened, and you stuck with it. A lot of guys will, you know, kind of put their hands in the air, and next thing you know, they're getting penalties left and right. They get so discouraged. So, you know, hats off to you. You kept your cool, and you know, brought it home, you know, on track, P1. But you know, great job. Well, you know, Belgium, P2. Broken wing, rain at the end, rain qualifying. That's not bad. I'd take those 18 points all day long. Competitive. This is going to be a really good season, with the way you guys are driving. Um, all right, on to, again. Congratulations, say. Mario, congratulations to you for your first victory in Tier 1. How do you feel? Mm-hmm. Yeah, worked out great for you. How was the race? Say I did have some damage. How'd your race go? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Well, coming out of the bus stop, I think you were 2.1 seconds behind. And I thought, oh boy. And Big is like, it's all about the exit. He said, the traction coming out of the exit. And you nailed it. So you said that you went with a different tire strategy. Obviously, you did. How did you know that everybody else was going to be starting on the hards? Ah, right. Yeah, that makes. Well, great race. Congratulations again. Your first win in tier one. Um, not going to miss you in tier two. um, yeah. So, Bigga, you have any questions for our race winner? Not a big deal. All right. Well, See you guys. Good job, Bigga. I'll see you, buddy. Thanks, you too. Yep, no problem.